In Venice, Florida, the calendar dictates the population. Winter brings packed driveways and active neighborhoods, but by May, a massive portion of the city packs up and leaves town for the season. That massive seasonal shift isolates two distinct groups: seniors who stay year-round and want to maintain their independence, and snowbirds who leave their properties entirely vacant for months at a time. This decision tree maps out the resulting Venice dilemma. You either have a highly valuable empty property vulnerable to the Florida climate, or you are managing declining mobility without a robust local family network to lean on. A single local company, Venice Neighbor Services, built a model to address both sides of this tree. Most companies specialize in one lane. You hire property managers for the real estate and home health aides for the person. This hybrid model combines direct home maintenance, like HVAC checks and storm prep, with highly personal logistics, like setting up a smart TV or providing a reliable escort to a doctor's appointment. By combining these distinct services under one local umbrella, residents avoid the friction of vetting and managing 6 different vendors in a region defined by high turnover and an aging population. When faced with an empty house or a mobility challenge, the default strategy for most people is sending a quick text message to the neighbor next door to grab the mail, water the plants, or offer a ride to the clinic. Relying on those informal favors creates immediate friction. You feel the persistent guilt of constantly asking for help, and you are tied to a completely unstandardized, unpredictable schedule dictated by someone else's availability. A professionalized system replaces the vague, "I'll check on it when I can," with trackable reliability. If you leave your Florida property vacant for months, a minor air conditioning leak can run for 80 days before anyone notices. Empty houses are highly vulnerable. Stagnant plumbing deteriorates seals, unchecked humidity invites widespread mold, and minor electrical surges disable refrigerators, creating biohazards behind locked doors. To mitigate this, Venice Neighbor Services charges a baseline $49 per month retainer. This fee guarantees priority seasonal scheduling, so your home never gets overlooked during peak snowbird months. From there, discounted professional home visits start at $29 each. Most seasonal clients opt for 2 to 4 checks per month to ensure water is run, toilets are flushed, and the AC is actively inspected. This quadrant chart plots the financial and emotional stakes of these services against the level of intervention required. Over here, high on the stakes axis, is their unlisted video verification. After every single visit, clients receive a private video walkthrough proving the work was done and showing the condition of every entry point. That visual proof directly neutralizes the specific anxiety of paying for a service and wondering if anyone actually showed up. You are comparing a $29 inspection against tens of thousands in compounding water damage. Adding optional storm preparation pushes the stakes higher. Securing patio furniture and checking shutters requires boots on the ground long before a hurricane hits. For seasonal residents, that fixed monthly cost functions as a high-yield insurance policy. It prevents minor, fixable issues from escalating into catastrophic property loss while you are 1,000 miles away. The math changes for the second major demographic, full-time seniors aiming to live safely in their own homes year-round. For them, the doctor visit escort service provides transportation, assistance with complex check-in paperwork, dedicated waiting during the appointment, and follow-up pharmacy pickups. It completely bypasses the limitations of a standard taxi or rideshare. The person receiving the care maintains safe, dignified access to medical professionals, while their remote adult children receive objective, reliable updates about the appointment without having to fly in. That physical support is paired with an in-home technology tier. This covers the troubleshooting of Wi-Fi and smart TVs and the installation of Ring doorbell cameras to actively secure the perimeter of the house, ensuring you always know who is at the door. Returning to our chart, we can map this medical escort service. It sits extremely high on both the intervention scale and the emotional stakes axis because it directly counteracts caregiver burnout for out-of-state family members. When we plot the tech setup, we see the critical link. Functional home cameras and properly configured video calls allow those remote adult children to visually verify their parents' safety daily. Installing a doorbell camera and providing a reliable ride to the clinic actively extends the timeline a senior can safely live independently. At the same time, it drastically reduces the daily fatigue on their remote caregivers. The final segment of this model serves local, full-time homeowners who simply lack the bandwidth to manage their daily logistics. The pet transportation service safely moves animals to vet appointments or grooming sessions when the owner is stuck at work or otherwise unable to drive. Grocery delivery and errand services handle the time-consuming friction of daily life, pharmacy pickups, post office package returns, and quick supply runs. Even seemingly minor tasks like mail and package monitoring serve a distinct purpose. Removing stacked flyers, newspapers, and accumulating boxes eliminates the primary visual cue that a house is sitting empty and vulnerable. If we bring back our quadrant chart, pet transport and daily errands plot lower on the raw financial stakes axis, but rank exceptionally high on the personal convenience scale. There is a clear trade-off here. Clients are paying a premium for tasks they are physically capable of doing themselves. By utilizing these a la carte options, local residents exchange a controllable financial fee to reclaim their personal hours and significantly lower their baseline daily stress. We have mapped the costs and the services. The final evaluation comes down to who should actually pay for this hybrid concierge model and who should pass. If you are a highly mobile, full-time resident with a tight budget and a robust, perfectly reliable network of local family members, you can safely skip this service. Your immediate circle provides the necessary safety net. To evaluate everyone else, this scorecard compares the inherent risks of relying on informal favors against the outcomes of professional support. For the snowbird profile, the verdict is clear. If you leave your home for more than a few weeks at a time, the $49 monthly tier is a statistical necessity. Catching a single indoor leak early pays for a decade of the service. For remote families managing aging parents, the per-visit fees are entirely justified. You are purchasing objective, third-party verification of your parent's safety, which a brief phone call simply cannot provide. There is a natural reluctance to let a stranger into your private home routine, or to admit to yourself that you need physical help getting to an appointment. Venice Neighbor Services provides the systematic removal of anxiety by managing the logistical friction of a property you cannot always see, or a schedule you cannot always maintain alone. Audit your current reliance on informal favors. Calculate the true cost of an undetected disaster in your empty home. Decide if paying for professional accountability is the smarter investment for your property and your peace of mind.